There are seasons in life when pain doesn't knock gently at the door. It arrives without warning. It enters suddenly, and it changes everything. One day, life feels steady. Your plans make sense. Your faith feels strong. And then something happens that you never prepared for. A loss, a disappointment, a diagnosis, a silence where answers used to be. You still believe in God. You still pray, but trusting Him feels heavier than before. Your prayers feel slower. Your hope feels fragile. And quietly, deep inside, a question forms, not from rebellion, but from exhaustion. God, do you see me? God, do you understand how hard this is? If you have ever loved God and still felt overwhelmed by life, this story from the Bible is for you. Because long before us, someone else walked through unimaginable suffering and learned what it truly means to trust God when nothing makes sense. The Bible introduces us to a man named Job. Job was not described as perfect, but he was described as faithful. He honored God in the way he lived. He cared deeply for his family. He sought to do what was right, even when no one was watching. Job's life was full. He had children he loved. He had resources to provide. He had health and stability. From the outside, Job's life looked blessed. From the inside, his heart was anchored in faith. But Job did not know that his faith was about to be tested in ways he never imagined. Without warning, Job's life began to fall apart. One loss followed another. What took years to build was gone in moments. His wealth disappeared. His livelihood was destroyed. And then, the deepest pain of all, his children were taken from him. As if grief was not enough, Job's health began to fail. Pain covered his body. Sleep escaped him. Sorrow followed him day and night. Job found himself sitting alone in ashes, his heart shattered, his future uncertain. Nothing in his life explained this suffering. There was no clear reason, no visible cause, and that made the pain even heavier. Friends came to sit with Job. At first, they said nothing, and in their silence, they offered comfort. But eventually, their words began to flow. They tried to explain Job's suffering. They told him pain must always have a reason, that suffering must always be deserved. But Job knew his heart. He knew he had not lived a life of rebellion. He knew he had sought God sincerely. So Job did something brave. He spoke honestly to God. He did not hide his confusion. He did not pretend to understand. He cried out with raw emotion. He questioned. He mourned. He waited. And still, God was silent. The silence was not brief. It stretched across days, across nights, across long moments when Job wondered if God was listening. This was not the silence of abandonment, but Job could not see that yet. Sometimes, the hardest part of suffering is not the pain itself, but the waiting. Waiting for clarity. Waiting for relief. Waiting for God to speak. And still, Job held on. In the middle of his suffering, Job spoke words that have echoed through generations. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Job did not say this because he understood his pain. He said it because trust is deeper than understanding. Faith does not mean having all the answers. Faith means holding on when answers never come. Eventually, God did speak. But God did not explain Job's suffering. He revealed his power. God reminded Job that he was present before the pain began, present during the silence, and present even now. And in that moment, Job understood something greater than explanations. God had never left. In time, Job's life was restored. But more important than what was restored externally was what was strengthened internally. Job's faith was no longer based on blessings alone. It was anchored in trust. He had seen God in the storm. He had known God in the silence. And his faith was deeper than ever before. Trusting God does not mean life will always be easy. It means your suffering is not wasted. Sometimes God removes the storm. Other times, he walks with us through it. If you are in a hard season right now, remember this. God sees what you cannot see. God is working when you feel nothing. God's silence does not mean his absence. Your story is still unfolding, and this chapter is not the end. If this story brought comfort to your heart, please like this video so it can reach someone else who needs encouragement. Share it with someone walking through a difficult season. And subscribe for more Bible-based stories that strengthen faith when life feels heavy. You are not forgotten, and you are not alone.